إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وبعد. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask for His salat and His salam upon the last of the Prophet of Allah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Today inshallah we continue on the reading and explanation from the book Al-Fiqh wal-Muyassar fi Dawil Kitab wa Sunnah. Today the topic is Al-Bab wal-Ashir. This is the 10th topic under the topics that we have on Kitab al-Tahara, the book of purification. It shows to us that the concept of purification in Islam is a wide and comprehensive knowledge. Today, being the 10th topic to be discussed, that we start the discussion on it since the inception of this halqa, which, if you look at it, I think it should be getting to up to a year or more than a year that we started this program. And there are still more topics for us to be covered. So it goes in a long way for us to send a signal that the concept of purification in Islam is wide. It's so wide. Al-Bab al-Ashir fil Hayd wal Nifas. The topic is on Al-Hayd, the menstrual period, wal Nifas, and post natal bleeding. Al-Hayd wa fi'i masail. Al-Hayd lugha. The linguistic usage of the word Al-Hayd is from the verb hada. Hada yahidu haida. The linguistic meaning of Al-Hayd is as-saylan, floating, something that comes out without stopping. Wa shar'an, the technical usage of Al-Hayd is damu tabi'atin wajibilla. It is the natural blood that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts in the creation of the female part of human beings. يخرج من قعر الرحم. This blood comes out from the womb, from the bottom of the womb, في أوقات معلومة, in a fixed period known to the menstrual person, the person that is doing it. حالة صحة المرأة, not the blood that comes out at any time. It has fixed periods, and by that we should be able to differentiate between damul haid and damul istihada. This definition has keywords, and every keyword in this definition has analysis, discussions, and bringing them together will give us the concept of al-hayd. Because when we talk of blood that comes out from a female person, it is more than two, more than damul hayd, damul nifas. They say damul istihada. But the case of Dam al-Hayd shows that Dam al-Hayd has fixed period, and it is not ordinary blood. It is a blood that comes out from the womb, not blood of maybe due to any cause, any inner cause or anything, not the one that it comes out of surgery. It is not. حالة صحة المرء. Dam al-Hayd comes out when the woman is in the good health, in the state of good health, من غير سبب الولادة, and not because of delivery of a child, giving birth of a child. It is not. So this is the definition of Dam al-Hayd. One nifas. And nifas, damun yakhruj min al-mar'a inda al-wilada. The blood that comes out from the woman after the delivery is damul nifas. Damul nifas will not come before the delivery, and it's not what a woman will experience monthly or in most cases. It has to be out of giving birth of a child. When we say a child, it is not necessary that it has to be a complete part of human beings. It could be a fetus. And that is why if a woman experiences that blood after the miscarriage, any blood that comes out after the miscarriage will be called damul nifas. So no woman will say that because I did not pass through the 9 months before the delivery, just 5 months, just 4 months. So that means this is not damul nifas. It's still nifas once it comes out after the delivery. The damul hayd and damul nifas. Can a woman experience damul hayd and damul nifas at the same time? A woman that has delivered and is experiencing damul nifas, can she experience damul hayd? No, because damul hayd and damul nifas, they have the same thing in common. So there is no difference. There is no way that there is no difference between the color or the case or the cases of damul hayd and damul nifas. And that is why in Islamic fiqh, the ruling guiding damul hayd is guiding damul nifas. Though the practices, the way and manner to go about damul hayd, damul nifas may be different from a woman to another woman, from one locality to another locality. And this is the reason why some scholars will say that the women are in the better position to explain to us how damul hayd or damul nifas will be, or the manners on how to do it. This woman will experience yellowish color, and that woman will experience darkish one, and they are both damul hayd. So we men, there is no way how we are versed in fiqh. We still need to consult them. How do you express it? Though the scholars of Ahl-Sunnah wal Jama'ah, they did so much to give explanations on this. But no matter how vast are they could not give us deep detail on that. Deep detail. In fact, every culture has its practices on damul hayd. In some localities, some women may experience certain signs which in your own localities they don't experience before they go for menstrual period, or so the women we give different experiences, but with all their experiences and their manners, their information, the rules are the same. Once we establish that this is damul haid, this is damul nifas, it is the same thing. It is the same thing. Bidayatu waqt al-haid wa nihayatuhu. The time of commencement of damul haid and its termination. La haida qabla tamami tis'i sinin. There is no haida, there is no menstrual period before 9 years of age. لأنه لم يثبت في الوجود لامرأة حيض قبل ذلك, because that's never been established that a woman experiences menstrual period before 9 years. وقد روي عن عائشة رضي الله تعالى عنها, it has been reported from Aisha رضي الله تعالى عنها أنها قالت, that she said, إذا بلغت الجارية 9 سنين فهي امرأة. If a girl gets to 9 years of age, then she has become a woman. That's what Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha said. Sheikh Albani rahimahullah, in his book Irwa al-Ghalil, he authenticated this report to have come from Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. So based on this, one will establish that no woman or no girl will experience menstrual period before 9 years. But does it mean that it is qa'idatun mutarda? It is a conventional principle? No. We may have differences. That is why I say that in different from localities to localities. In fact, in this modern world, when you see a boy of 8 is as tall as his father. When you see a girl of 8, the size of maturity, everything is complete. You now be asking, who is the mother? Are you the mother? She's the daughter, or both of you are first and second wife to this man? Nowadays, when we eat, the kind of food, the kind of life that we experience. So it is not a general principle, it's just a guide. So this will be a lesson for us, those of us that we have daughters. Don't say because your daughter has not reached 9 years, then she doesn't know anything. No, she knows something. You too, you know that she knows more than you know. She knows more than you know. So sometimes some women I've seen a girl of 10. I've seen a girl of 8 years with pregnancy. I was not told. But do we make that as a general principle? No. The general principle, if at all we use, should be what we have from the Salaf, which Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha has narrated. But it is a general, there will be exceptions. Because there is no any reference from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or there is no any hadith, any verse, Quranic verse on that. Wala haida bara khamsin. Then the authors, they said also there is no any haida, no menstrual blood after 50 years. Bara khamsin sana, after a woman has reached 50 years. Fil galib, in most cases, ala sahih, of what we have, the report that we have from the early Muslims. This also cannot be a yasik, cannot be a general principle, qa'idatul mutarda. But it is a signal for us that if a woman reaches 50, we should think 90% that this woman has reached what? Menopause. But does it mean that it's a general principle? No. It is not. Because menopausal age, menopausal period differs from one woman to another, from one locality to another locality. وقد روي عن عائشة رضي الله تعالى عنها Also, it is reported from Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha annaha qalat, that she said, إِذَا بَلَغَتِ الْمَرْحَةُ 50 سَنَةً. If a woman reaches 50 years, خَرَجَتْ مِنْ حَدِّ الْحَيْضِ, that woman has graduated from menstruating, from experiencing menstrual blood. That woman will no longer experience it again. Will no longer do that again. So it is not a general principle. I'm saying this because the issue of height in Sharia of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is so comprehensive. Wallahi, the issue of height, it has something to do with salat. It has something to do with height. It has something to do with marriage, divorce. But when you're talking of divorce, there's no way that you not talk of iddah, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed a complete chapter on it. Surah Talaq. Ya ayyuhan nabi idha talaqtum nisa fatalliquhun li'iddatihin. How do you calculate the iddah? So we need to know whether the woman is still experiencing the menstrual period or she has not started, or she has above that. So one should not use it as a general measurement that, okay, my wife, I'm divorcing you. I don't have any interest in you. After all, I'm 70, you are 65. So you just do iddah. Your waiting period will be 3 months. After 3 months you go. Because if the woman is not menstruating, or she has not started menstruating, or she has above the menstrual period, then our waiting period will be 3 months. So a husband will not say that, just spend 3 months and leave my house. No, you still need to ask. Do you still experience the period? Yes. Okay. 3 menstrual periods. But if she has not been experienced, or she has above that, then it's just 3 months. We count months, not the menstrual period. So the issue of haid and nifas is a very wide topic in Sharia. Al-mas'alatu thaniya, the second issue, aqallu muddat al-hayd wa aktharuha. What's the minimum days or period and the maximum period that a woman can express this? Some may think that, why do we need this topic? This is about just wasting time today. Why? Is there any woman here? Some people may think like that. In fact, some people think that the issue of haid, salat, is not what we need to be discussing. Aqsa is there, barricaded by the Zionist soldiers. And this affair came talking of haid. What do you want to do with that? ISIS is there. You didn't talk of ISIS. There's one information that Trump said they should burn all the Quran in the whole world. You didn't talk of that. It's just a waste of time. The lack of knowledge about haid brings into our characters, brings to the Muslim characters to the level that we don't even know. Once we see all this, we see them as simple knowledge. So once we lack the simple knowledge, how do you want to fight the Zionist soldiers? A man that marries, a man that plans to have daughters, that cannot give explanation on height. Having knowledge of height does not require any gun or any machines or anything. So if you cannot give knowledge on that, then why do we want to give knowledge on how do we relate with the Israelis who are killing the Muslims in the Palestine. And does it mean that because the Qudus is blocked by these people, that doesn't mean that we should not learn? Because this is what some people will be saying. Why are you discovering this? Talk of Qudus. Let's know. Okay, if I talk of Qudus, after that we observe Salat Isha, then we go home. What's the objective behind that? I should talk on Qudus, and the next thing for us to do is that we go to the airport, we take flight to where? To Israel, and we go there to kill ourselves or to fight. So this little knowledge, or what we call the little knowledge, this is what is making the enemies to have power over the Muslims. And that is why those Muslim youth who are not being patient on the Kitab and Sunnah, they will call the scholars of Ahlul Sunnah scholars of what? Scholars of Haid. They don't know anything in their life. Haid, Nifas. They don't talk on jihad. They talk on jihad. There is likulli maqami maqal. For every stage, for every position, for every period, there is what we need to discuss. Talking on jihad now, what's the benefit? If I talk on zakat now, I know in one way or another we have means to pay our zakat. If I talk on Hajj, alhamdulillah, some of us we can embark on Hajj. To talk on jihad now, what's the benefit? After all, you kill the person that is giving the lecture. That's the essence. So we don't need it. We don't need it. We need useful information. Useful information. What is going on Qudus is a sign that we Muslims will neglect the teachings of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is it. That is it. Just one hadith that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had given us for more than 1,400 years ago. If you don't have the means, if someone collects your rights and you don't have the means to take it back, what do? You look at it. If you want to struggle it, by all means, that it will even get to more evil, leave it. Leave it. It shows to you that in one way or the other, you are not being good to your Allah, to your God. Try to perfect your dealings, your reactions, your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah can use Christians to punish Muslims. But we don't look at that. No. And every day they kill our brothers and sisters in Palestine. When Sheikh Bubas rahimahullah gave the fatwa that the Palestinians should do ijra. They should leave that place for them. Leave them. When you leave the land for them, then you go to other Muslim countries. Then you check yourself. In one way or the other that you know that you have been wrong in the path of Allah, you correct yourself. By the time you go back, you will get it easily. And that's what we have. That Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam left Makkah for Medina. By the time he will get Medina back, he got it back without any war. Say, why you do so? Rubbish fatwa, nonsense fatwa. They don't know anything. They don't understand fiqh waqi. They don't understand current issues. More than 20 years now that Sheikh Bubas rahimahullah issued the fatwa, more Muslims are joining almost every day. So what is the essence there? So any issue in Islam, we don't belittle it. We don't say because something something is wrong somewhere by our Muslim brothers and sisters, and the next thing for us is to neglect the right thing for us to learn. No, it is not. After all of us we have mothers, we have wives. Even if you don't have daughters, at least you have mothers. Our mothers do not understand all these issues and they observe salats. الصحيح أنه لا حد لأقله ولا لأكثره. They say that the most convincing opinion is that there is no any fixed period for the minimum or maximum of the days for a woman to experience the menstrual period. Some madhahib will say 15, some will say 13, some will say 10. Which one has the evidence? From the hadith or from the Quran? Quran does not have any solution to that. Likewise in the Sunnah, we don't have. So that is why the best convincing opinion is that there is no any fixed period for that. That is, a woman may experience 5 days, a woman may experience 10, a woman may experience 15. وَإِنَّمَا يُرْجَعُ إِلَى الْعَادَةِ وَالْعُرْفِ. For us to judge on this, then we go back to the urf, to the practices, the custom of the people. I mean, Hausa community. I'm part of the community. So I shouldn't express menstrual period more days than what the majority of the women experience in that community. So if my own is different, then that means there's a problem. There's a problem. Why? Why are you expressing the menstrual period like a German lady? When you are born in Yoruba land, there's a problem. Because there should be. So there is no any specific ruling in Sharia with direct evidence, authentic evidence, to show that the menstrual period should be these days, should be this period. No. So it differs. So we need to go back to the aada, al-urf, the custom, the practice of the people. And there's a principle in Sharia that says that وَكُلُّ مَا أَتَى فِي الشَّرْعِ وَلَمْ يُحَدِّدْ كَالْحِرْزِ فَبِعُرْفِ حُدِّدْ. The point means that if anything that comes in Sharia, for every Arabic word, Islamic word, there should be a limit to the scope of that word. So if we don't have Quranic verse to give a limit to that word, we don't have hadith narration from the Prophet to give a limit to that word, we don't have, then what next? The next is to go back to what? To the custom. So there are many issues like that Quran does not give the final solution to it. Likewise the hadith. So whenever we express something like that, we go back to the urf, to the custom of the people. For instance, the case of traveling, as safar. Safar means to leave a place for another place. Okay, how many days do we cover? How many kilometers? How many? Scholars of fiqh, we have different opinions on that. Some will say that if we travel up to 47 kilometers. Some will say we travel up to a day, 24 hours. All these, they are just personal observations and deductions. There is no any reference. So when there is no any reference, for someone to say that 44 hours, 47 hours, because when you fix it, you become what? Legislator. So why will you legislate what Allah SWT has never legislated? So if you don't have any reference to fix a particular term, the scope of it, then you go back to the urf, to the custom. So the custom will give the final judgment. What people call traveling in your area should be the travel. Should be. So example is menstrual period. The period that a woman should experience the height. So the urf will give the final solution to that. There's another case too. The case of if a woman marries. A woman marries and that woman she doesn't tell the man what she will collect as sadaqi, as dowry. Then, after the marriage contract, she asked, since last month that we did akidu, you not even talk of my sadaqi. I love you. It is your love that kills me. Okay, where is my sadaqi? What do you want to collect? Give me limousine. Limo. So that woman cannot say that anything she says should be the final. Unlike if the marriage has not been contracted, anything that the woman says should be the final, except if that woman will come down. Do you understand? So in asking for sadaqi after akidu should not be something that a woman will give us final. I need this. Give me 10,000 naira. I have to say, no. No. 10,000. It's too much. At the end of the day, what should be the final? The final is Marul Masal. Marul Masal, we look at the custom, our environment. The caliber of this woman, what do they collect as dowry? A woman that is just, you only observe 5 daily prayers. People like that, what do they collect as sadaqi? A woman that is a set of they observe 5 daily prayers, they dress very well, they even educated. What do they collect? That's what will be the final treatment. Now look at a class. So uruf in Sharia has major work to do, especially when it is not the issue of aqidah and it's not the issue of pure ibadah. In fact, if we are not talking of aqidah, tawheed, belief, and we are not talking of major worship, majority of the concept of muamalat, transactions, the rulings come from uruf. So al-mas'alatu al-thalitha غالب الحيض وغالبه 6 أو 7. The major days that people experience it could be 6 or 7. 6 or 7 days. As we said, it is not a yardstick. It's just the most popular awareness that women have. لقوله صلى الله عليه وسلم لحنة بنت جحش تحيدي في علم الله 6 أيام. Was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told this woman that experience your menstrual period for 6 days أو 7 or 7 days ثم اغتسلي, then you perform ghusl. وصلي 24 يوم, then you observe salat for that day. أو 23 يوما كما يحيد النساء ويطهرن لميقات حيضهن وطهرهن. You do this for a day, 24 days, for 24 days and then 24 hours. It could be 24 days. Now when you minus 24 days from a month, it will remain 6 or 23 يوما. That is 7 days. 7 days. Either 6 days or 7 days. You observe salat for 20, 24 or 26 or 23 days. Kama yahidun nisa. Then kama yahidun nisa. As women experience the menstrual period, you should express this portion. That's where the scholars took the opinion that the issue of the period should be related to the community, to the environment. Because Muhammad Sallam did not give back it. He always said, experience whether 6 or 7 days. 6 or 7 days. So he was talking about his own environment. So it depends on the environment a woman finds it. I said. Then when then The women will now perform ghusl. They perform ghusl for their periods. This is after expressing the purity. When they say the purity, the next thing for them is to perform ghusl al-hayd. Al-mas'alatu al-rabi'ah ma yuhramu bil-hayd wal-nifas. What is forbidden as a result of expressing the dam al-hayd and dam al-nifas? Yuhramu bisabab al-hayd wal-nifas umur. The following are forbidden. Number 1, al-wat'u fil farj. Al-wat'u. Wat'u means to have fun, major fun, to sex. To sex a woman fil farj, from the normal channel. Normal channel is in the front. In the front. That is where the woman expresses the blood. It is haram for the husband to have to put his private part through that channel. They said fil farj, for us to know that it is not haram, it is not forbidden any other hole anywhere aside this place. So if men different from men, if one's wife is experiencing the menstrual period and the man needs to release, he needs to release, and it is haram for that man to have sex from the normal channel. So any other place except the anus. Anus is generally forbidden. It is not part of the case. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Mal'un, mal'un, man ata imra'atahu fi duburiha." It's caused. Someone that has sexual intercourse with his wife through the normal channel and through the anus, through the anus, where the feces come out. It is haram for that man to do that. But any other place, the armpit, the nose, anywhere, one cannot say it's haram. Fil farj is haram at the time of expressing the menstrual period. لقوله تعالى, because Allah says, فَاعْتَزِلُ النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيطِ وَلَا تَقْرَبُهُنَّ حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ. فَاعْتَزِلُ النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيطِ. Don't come close to your wives. فِي الْمَحِيطِ. فِي الْمَحِيطِ, the Allah uses mahid 2 times. يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْمَحِيطِ. They will ask you about al-mahid. Al-mahid, the first al-mahid means what? Al-mahid means menstrual period. The blood. The period. فَاعْتَزِلُ النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيطِ. The second mahid is period, the time range. So Allah says, فَاعْتَزِلُ النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيطِ. Don't get close to them. Don't have sexual fun with them, relation with them at the period of expressing the menstrual period. You must not do that. وَلَا تَقْرَبُهُنْ حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ. Don't get close to them until يَطْهُرْنَ. There are 2 tuhur there. حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ فَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَ, to purity. وَلَا تَقْرَبُهُنْ. Don't get close to them حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ, until they see the purity. Until they see the purity. So when they express the dam al-hayd will be fading. It's not fade. Sometimes it may be whitish, it may be yellowish, it may be in any other color. It depends on the environment. So that's what we call purity. So if that woman sees that purity, does it mean that we can still approach? That's the opinion of Abu Muhammad ibn Hazm al-Andalusi rahimahullah. He said, why are you disturbing yourself? Allah says, فَلَا تَقْرَبُهُنْ. Don't get close to them حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ, until they purify. But what Allah uses there is not until they purify. Hatta yatuhurn, until they see the purity. فَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَ, then when they have taken their ghusl, فَأْتُهُنَّ مِنْ حَيْثُ أَمَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ, then you get close to them where Allah commands that. Is it time for so? It's time.
It's time.
Yeah. Time to call the وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. Now my questions. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
The question I have is female children that are had out of wedlock, and we know that they are usually ascribed to their mothers. Does that imply that they don't have mahram? And if they have mahram, who will be their mahram?
When you talk of mahram, the case of mahram is easier than the case of wilaya, wali. That child has mahram, and mahram could be a brother to a mother. She has a mother, alhamdulillah. That child has a mother. That woman that gave birth to her is her mother. So brother to that woman could be the mahram for that child. But that does not mean that mahram and that brother can be wali. That child does not have or can never have wali among the relatives of that mother, because we pick wali from the father side. So the case of mahram is easier. The father of that woman can still be mahram for that daughter, for that child. But the case of mahram, nobody can be wali. Nobody.
So how would you be out for marriage?
For marriage, to meet you go to Islamic court. Sharia court will do that, or Abai Imam, big Imam will do that. Imam of Central Mosque. Right, salam.
No, my question is about the Safa. In my school now, we used to have this problem of shorting our prayers. So some group will say no, that we are the school, we can't short the prayer. While some will say we can short it for some time. And some will say we short it till we do our exam and go back home.
Just like the way I mentioned in the course of the lecture, that I only give us the convincing opinion. If you go through the books of fiqh, you know that scholars of Islam, they have very big differences regarding the issue of traveling, qasru, joining or shortening salat. But generally, there is no any direct reference, direct and authentic reference that says that when you spend up to these days, you become a non-traveler, then you complete your salat. There is no any direct reference. All scholars agree to that. They are only using some available references to deduct their own rulings. Like Muhammad Sallam went for Tabuk. He spent 19 days here. So in that case, don't spend more than 19 days. Had he ever said that? Muhammad Sallam will go to Zulaifa 4 miles to Medina. So that means you want to embark on traveling, that you want to shorten, then it should be 4 miles. Had he ever? He never said that. So what we have is that, like opinion of Sheikh Islam Rahimahullah, that wherever is called traveling in your locality, you should take it as a traveling. That's one. Then two, traveling will be known by the person engaging in it. If you travel to Kaduna and you know that you are a traveler, once you see yourself as a traveler there, then if you spend 10 years there, you are still a traveler. So for us to say that after 3 days, after 19 days, after 13 days, after yes, Imams of Mazahib said it. But there is no any direct and authentic reference to that. So if one is in school, you are free to, you are a traveler now. A student in OAU is a traveler there. When he comes to Lagos, he has become a resident. So you don't combine, you don't reduce while in Lagos. But when you are in school, then you are free to do that. Except if one wants to change intention that, okay, I'm in school but I'm not a traveler, I'm a resident. So in that case, just like someone that leaves room for parlor, or you stay in parlor, you go to either of the two places, you don't combine and you don't shut it. But if you see yourself as a traveler, there's no any evidence that will say that you cannot reduce or you cannot combine more than 19 or 20 or as some scholars will put it. Why is it?
My question is based on Jama.
No.
Now, it is very controversial. So, I want to just shed light. Then, number 2 is a woman that is using fidya. So, and that locality, there is nobody she can give it to due to current situation. So, can she give everything to just one person or to a family? Then can she make it to a raw food instead of a new food?
Yes, she can give one person a fidya and can make it raw food. If she wants to use raw food, she will need to measure it. To be like Abdullah ibn Abbas will say that two mudu, that mudu that we use for zakat of fitr, 2 mudu of it. Abdullah ibn Masud will say 1 mudu. She will measure it. But if to make it as normal food, she can give the normal food that can satisfy the person as according to our locality. Yes, can give it to one person. Then the case of Jamu to combine 2 salats is sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Somebody says it's controversial, maybe because of the rain of it.
Yes.
It depends. The case of Jamu is is Imam's decision. The Imam or anybody in the position of Imam will take the final decision. And when we talk about Jamu has pillars. 1, congregation, Jama. Only the Imam cannot perform Jamu. Then Jamu, congregation, Jama. Then 2, it should be the Imam. It should be the Imam. If all of us were in this mosque, and Imam said, "No, I'm not praying Jamu. Go home." Nobody will say, "Hey, if you don't want to pray, don't pray. You will pray Jamu." Don't say that. Because it is not a must that you must come for the second Jama, second Salat. If it's still raining or the reason is still present, when the Adhan is called, stay in your house and pray. It is not a must that you must come to the mosque. But for the Imam, it is a must that Imam must come to the mosque. So if the Imam says, "No, everybody go home," you go home. That is the second pillar. Jama, al-Imam, then also there will be reason. There will be a cause for it. So if the cause is available, then an Imam decides that, you observe it. If Imam does not decide, no problem. I don't know which area is.
What about if you persuade the Imam?
I mean,
What if Imam has no problem?
look at the
Rain.
downpour. Is it heavy? Is it light?
It's not tsunami, sir. It's not a rain that can cause tsunami. It's a rain that can soak the clothes. By the time you enter the rain, that rain will soak your clothes. Not what you call this. The one that will just be pouring small. Not that one. No. You know, some people, when they agree, Imam, let's make Jamu now. No. You don't play with our salat. Jamu is just sunnah, it's rukhsah. So don't say because of what you apply, you want to enjoy the rukhsah, and the next thing for you is to destroy the daily prayers. They are compulsory. To pray them on their time is compulsory. But if Imam decides that okay, there is rain, and this rain is much. When you say rain is much, it's not. You know, when we have different reactions to that. But once that rain can soak the clothes, then we are free to observe the jamu. Imam is free to observe the jamu if he wants to. If the rain is so much, Imam said no, I don't want to observe. Everybody should go home, no problem. At time of Asri, observe Asri in your house. Imam will not say, why did you do that? When they call the Azan, why we did not see you? It is not a that we must come to the mosque. Right. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.